Hi Flosstube, I'm back. This is Mandy. You found my channel about cross stitch. You can find me on Instagram too under Mandy Needs Stitches. Same name as here on YouTube. It is Sunday, October the 18th. It's in the evening after I put my kids to bed. Yeah, my husband is out hunting, although he's probably going to be back soon because it's getting dark here. What else? I started this video and my son already came out of his bed, so this is take 2 out of his room. always something. So yeah, I don't really have a whole lot to say about life updates. I've just been working, and the kids go to the babysitter, and my husband works, and yeah, not a whole lot going on. I did film a whip parade a couple days ago, so if you're interested, you should go check that out. You know, who doesn't like a whip parade? It's good for enabling, and maybe there's some stuff you haven't seen in there, I don't know. I have a couple of finishes, 2 finishes, no FFOs, and I didn't bring any previous finishes. And I don't feel like I have a whole ton of stitching, just a few whips to show you. I just haven't been drawn to do it. I think I'm kind of over fall and Halloween stitching, and I'm wanting to stitch Christmas, but I have a lot of Halloween whips, and so I don't know, I'm kind of torn, so I've been sewing instead. or which I said I wanted to do, you know, that's why I put this whole quilt up back there to try to motivate me to get it finished, which I think that's what I'm going to work on tonight after I film this. Anyways, sorry my background is kind of messy. I just now thought about that. It's a little bit messy. This is my cutting table and like ironing table, and my sewing machine's over here. I'm in my craft room. Behind the camera and the computer is a closet and another storage space. So I could probably be talked into doing a craft room tour if anybody was interested, but it's not anything spectacular and it's kind of messy. So that might overwhelm some of you. I don't know. But I think I actually hit like 100 subscribers here recently. I didn't actually check. I was at like 98 a few days ago. So that's kind of exciting. I'm shocked, and thank you for liking and subscribing and commenting on my videos. I appreciate the interaction. Okay, so I'll just get into the stitching. Like I said, I have two finishes. One of them is this, sorry about the glare, Hands on or Heart and Hand, the Owl Sings. So we won the Owl Sings. And it comes with some beads actually, but I didn't put the beads on mine, I just did confetti stitches. So here's the my stitch. I think I used some called for and some just from my stash. And yeah, it's cute. I don't know how I'll finish it. I probably won't finish it in time for Halloween this year. Like I kind of said, I'm kind of over Halloween stitching. Well, I say that and I'm going to show you a lot of Halloween things I worked on, but after this week I'm over Halloween stitching, I guess. I don't know. I like to stitch the season in the season, but I also like to get things finished and up before the season is over, so I don't know. This is my other finish, Candy Corn of Mischief by Bent Creek. It's stitched, oh, I didn't see what that other one was stitched on. This is stitched on 18 count linen. It comes as a kit, and so it has the, let's flash it real quick, the pearl cottons, so they're thicker. And so you only have to use one strand of the pearl cotton, which is kind of cool. So it makes it go fast. And then this is like it's called a linen. It says it's 18 count linen, so it is a linen. You stitch over 2, but it's huge. It's like if you want to, I think this would be like a good thing to try if you want to learn how to stitch over 2, because the holes are big. It's really easy to see. So yeah, it worked out pretty quick. I really only worked on it, like I left it in my car, and so I worked on it when I was sitting in my car, usually on my lunch break. And so it didn't take too long. And I was kind of worried I wouldn't like the pearl cottons, but I didn't mind them. And I have 2 other kits like that by Bent Creek that I will stitch eventually. But one's Halloween and one's fall, so probably won't happen this year. Okay, lips. There's a couple. Let's see. I just started this one tonight. Blackbird Designs. It's called Blackbird. I'm stitching it on a linen that is probably a 28 or 30. I think it's actually maybe a 32 count. With color and cotton dark truffle, which is kind of cool because it's just the one solid color. So I don't know if you consider that black work. I don't think that's what black work means, but anyways, yeah, so it's stitched 2 over 2 on this 32 count mystery linen. With color and cotton dark truffle, and I just got a little start tonight before I started filming. Because I didn't feel like working on any of my other pieces. Hang on just a second, I hear my 4-year-old. Okay, I'm back. Oh, 4-year-olds. He's a good kid. He really is, don't get me wrong. But he is needy sometimes. Okay, next WIP. This one is called Autumn Garden. I will try to insert a cover photo here because I only have the PDF. This is in the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher Fall 2020 magazine issue. I can't remember the designer, sorry. But I'm stitching it, I think I did my own color conversion mostly. It's with fancy floss, kind of pretty fall colors. And then it's stitched on a piece of 28 count linen. I think it's called Scout by Seraphim Fabrics. I got it off of Fire Poppies not too long ago, but I just got the border done. And this, the border lined up, but it was off a little bit, so I had to rip out some stitches, but luckily it wasn't a whole lot. And honestly, it looks kind of crooked in the camera, but I promise it's not. You might hear me yell at my 4-year-old here. Hang on. Okay, back again. Kids. Okay, this next one was a new start. This is a freebie pattern by Susan Ache, A-C-H-E. It's called Little Quaker Halloween. I think you can get it on, I think it's on the Orifil website is where I got it. If you Google Little Quaker Halloween, it'll come up. Like I said, it's a free pattern. I've had this kitted up for a long time. I think I was gonna make it a Mania start, and I didn't start it in Mania, but I kitted it up with calls for Orifloss. That's why it's on the Orifil site. So here's the colors. They're really nice, pretty like Halloween colors. She is on Instagram as Yard Girl. I think it's Yard Girl 60 or 30 or something like that. And she shows a lot of really scrappy, beautiful quilting. I really like her style, but this is my start, 16 count. It's just like a plain white cream Beta. I'm using 2 strands of Orifloss, which I like Orifloss. It's a little bit thinner than DMC, I think, but the coverage looks about the same to me. And I'm not like a coverage, I don't want to say snob, because I don't think you're snobby if you want good coverage, but I'm not. I want good coverage, but it doesn't bother me that much. Okay, another whip. I put a few stitches into A Wavy Ride. That's not a lot of progress since I showed you last time. Stitched on with a called for fancy floss on a piece of 32 count. This is an even weave, probably a Lugana, by BeStitchMe in the colorway S'mores. And that's my progress. I started in the top right, and yeah, it's a little bit. I really don't think I put that much work into it since I started initially. And 2 more whips. This one I had wanted to work on. I had a lot more this weekend than I actually did. There was like an event in the event in the Magazine Monthly Challenge Facebook group that to put 10 hours or 1,000 stitches into something. I don't like to count my stitches, so I was going to put 10 hours into it. And it was something with a pumpkin or a gourd. And I failed. I think I did 4 hours maybe. So last time, I think I showed this last week, maybe. Or I know I showed it in my whip parade. This is Seasons and Chalk Art Halloween. It's in the Halloween Just Cross Stitch 2016. Kathy Haberman and Priscilla Blaine. This was a Mania start. It's stitched on 16 count chalkboard black. So in Mania, I just got these words boo here. So, I mean, in the 4 hours, I did pretty good. I got this, I got the stem and this. So I think if I had put a full 10 hours into it, I definitely could have finished the white. And I wanted to finish this before the end of the month, but like I said, I'm losing steam on stitching fall stuff, so I don't know if it's gonna happen. But there's always next year. Sorry, trying to put stuff away as I go. Okay, and then last one, I also did not put a ton of work into this. To be quite honest, I don't think I maybe put 1 strand of floss into it, which is pathetic. Halloween Owls by Madame Chantelli. I stitched on a piece of 32 count linen in the colorway Boot Camp by BeStitchMe. It's an opalescent. And that's all I have. Stitched with the, I think it's some of the called for DMC and some fancy flosses I substituted. Okay, and that's all my whips. kind of felt like I did a little more stitching than I just showed you, but maybe not. On the haul, so I got a couple things. I'll save the best for last. Not to say that any of this stuff is not good, but so there, I heard a while ago on Flosstube about this Etsy company called Stitchy Stuff, and I can't remember the Flosstuber that mentioned it. But I've been wanting to try out some of her floss for a long time, and I finally just put in an order. And it came really super quick. I think she shipped the day after I ordered, and then, you know, it only took 2 or 3 days to get to me. And so they're cotton overdyes. Couple different colors. Lion's mane. This one, I'll try to picture. This one's called Pumpkin. Pumpkin Spice. Chartreuse. Mythic. Shadowstone, and Mossy Earth. I don't have a project in mind. I just wanted to, I liked the colors, so I thought I would, so I placed an order. And then I got some stuff from Fat Quarter Shop because they put up their, well, one thing was a flash sale. I got this layer cake as a flash sale, and I think this cake, they have these like paper pieced cake mix things, which is like, if you're familiar with paper piecing, you can make these blocks. So I thought that was fun. And then they got picture this plus in. So I just got some fabrics. This is shale. Well, these are all 28 count. What's the Lugana? 28 count Lugana. Legacy. Earthen. Ren. And then this is, I haven't ever stitched on this or heard of this company. It's called Fiber on a Whim. It's a Lugana 28 count. This is called Night Sky. And then Cypress. Yeah, so a lot of fabric. And then I got some patterns. Oh, and then I got this Lori Holt vintage cloth 25 count Lugana in tomato. I would probably coffee tea dye this to darken it up a little bit. But I don't have a pattern in mind yet, so maybe I'll just leave it. And then also just for the heck of it, I got this pin mini from Just Another Button Company. This Nordic Reindeer pattern. I think this was a flash sale, Holly Jolly Holiday. And then I heard a bunch of people rave about this needle minder, which is huge. You can see the 2 big magnets to hold like scissors and stuff. I don't usually put needle minders on my project because I stitch in hand, but I like the idea of having one of these next to me and putting the needle minder on it so I can catch my threads, and I like the idea of it, but I haven't actually gone through with it yet. This next purchase, I was enabled by a Flosstuber. Her name is Candace K. And she showed this Glendon Place piece that she signed it. Huh. That she had always wanted, and so she purchased it and is going to start stitching it. So I think I'll start it with her on her birthday, which I think is sometime in November. It's got a lot of beads. It's got some Kreinik. And so on the Glendon Place website, they have the specialty pack, so the Kreinik and the blending filament and the beads. And then I just started pulling some of my DMC, and then it's stitched. She also has a fabric for sale, but it's stitched on a piece of earthen linen 28 count. So I'm going to stitch it with all the called for. I just got to pick up some of the DMC that I didn't have. Excuse me. Okay, and then I was enabled by, and I can't remember her name. It wasn't enabled by somebody on Instagram. She's been showing her progress on this. Plum Street Samplers, the Ghoul Tides Welcome. And I think I also saw, who mentioned this? Maybe Crosshatch Quilts? Either showed a finish or something. So anyways, I felt enabled by it, so I went to 123 Stitch and ordered it. And the called for MPIs, which I haven't stitched with MPI before, but everybody raves about silk, so I feel like you can't go wrong. And then I'm gonna stitch it on this piece of BeStitchMe Vanilla Latte, 36 count. 36 count in a minute. But again, that's kind of a Halloween themed piece, so I might save that for either a Mania start or something else. And then I also got this piece of 36 count Tyco for another project. Okay, so if you're not familiar with BeStitchMe, she does Friday night fight nights, and then Saturday she does a lot of giveaways. She was extra generous this last Friday night because the group hit 3,000 subscribers, and I was lucky enough to get to claim 2 fabrics. And I won one of the giveaways, which is considered the lilies, which is ginormous. And I kind of look at everybody stitching it, and I'm like, I'm never gonna stitch that piece. But now that I won it, I feel like I have to stitch it. And it's beautiful. It'll take me probably a long time, but that's what I got this for. I'm gonna stitch it on this 36 count. And I'm probably going to use the DMC. Actually, I know I'm going to use the DMC because I just don't want to splurge on the overdies. When I feel like all the motifs are really small and you don't really need, especially if you're stitching it on a higher count, you don't really need the overdies, the variegation. Okay, last piece of haul. This is the best part, probably what you've all been waiting for. But as you've heard, I'm a lover of BeStitchMe, and I got her spooky box, and I have ordered her the winter solstice box or whatever it is. So, but the spooky box came in this week, and I have already torn into and opened it once, but I opened it and then put it away because I wanted to show you, and I wanted to be excited again. Sorry, there's gonna be a lot of crinkling. Okay, so it came with mute. Okay. Oh, so many goodies. Sorry, I'm just trying to get all of this. Okay, so first things first, it came with a bunch of candy. Yay, candy, because Halloween is not complete without candy. So there's that. And it came with this cool cup. Oh, this is obviously a spoiler. If you haven't turned it off by now, sorry, turn it off and don't watch. But I think everybody who wanted a box got one. I mean, because I got mine. I got this in the mail probably Tuesday. Anyways, sorry, spoiler. She came with a cup that says BeStitchMe. Some cool Stitchers lotion, which I've never used before. Non-greasy hydrating cream with aloe vera and raspberry orange. I'm not a big lotion person, but yeah. Came with a chart by Cherry Hill Stitchery. Looks like that. And with some some of her silks. Very pretty, pretty, pretty Halloween colors. So this is Witchy. This is Cauldron. Blood Moon. All Lit Up. Brew. And Pumpkin. So very pretty all together. Came with a candle that smells lovely called Blood Orange. Mod Lounge Paper Company. Go light this tonight. It came with this Mill Hill kit, which I have never done, called Glowing Pumpkin. Some tea, which you can't go wrong with tea. I'm a big tea drinker. Some needles, which never have too many needles. This cool, hang on, my son again. My husband just got home, and so I'll make this quick. This is a scissor, spook your scissors, scissor fob, and some of these cool floss tags. 2 needle minders. One says trick or treat, and one says, it doesn't say anything, it's just a cute little pumpkin. And then the fabrics, the best part. So when you signed up for the box, you had an option of cut. I think I got the smaller cut, and you had an option of fabric size. So I got the 18 by 18, 32 count Lugana. I think for the winter box, I got the bigger cut because they were a little more neutral, but this is pretty. Poison apple, a pretty purpley green. Headless horseman is like a purpley. Sorry, the lighting is just awful. Purpley, lights and dark purples, gray. Raven is kind of just a purple and white. Witch's Brew is just this really pretty like neon green. And then Banshee is like a light blue gray color. So I'm trying to show them all together. But they're all gorgeous. Thank you, Levi. Okay. I don't know what else to say about this. That's all I have to share. And thank you for tuning in. If you liked what you saw, please like the video, subscribe, leave me a comment. You can come find me on Instagram. Have a good night.